Feliz Natal, gente! Feliz Natal pra vocês, da minha família pra vocês. E hoje eu trouxe aqui o Caio como prometido. E ele vai contar um pouco da nossa história. Eu já fiz 2 vídeos, são os vídeos mais assistidos aqui do canal, né? De como eu conheci meu marido gringo, parte 1, parte 2. E hoje ele tá aqui pra contar a versão dele, de como ele se preparou antes da gente se conhecer, como que ele orou e como foi, né? Se eu contei tudo certinho na visão dele, tá bom? Então, vou deixar que ele conte a parte da história. So, amor, now tell
my view of our story. It's amazing to me because from my perspective, I was going on a mission trip to Brazil for my college degree, and I was about to graduate and be done with college, and I needed to go on a mission trip to somewhere out of the United States. So I said, well, I've been to Brazil already like 8 or 9 times, so I will go to Brazil again. And I was going to graduate and be done with college forever in about 2 months. And I still was not dating anyone, nor was I wanting to date anyone. And so basically, before that mission trip, I prayed to God, I'm done looking for a wife, so you will have to just put her in front of me because I'm going to graduate college and just go away and do missions. So I swore off that. And when I arrived in Brazil and Manaus, the airport, I saw Ayla. And I just walked up to her and I said, hi, what's your name? And I think you said, I'm Ayla, or something.
Yeah.
You said something in English.
Hi, I'm Ayla and don't speak English.
And so I said, oh, wow, cool, who are you? Are you a And so I said, oh, wow, cool, who are you? Are you a translator? And she just kind of looked at me strange and then turned around and walked away. Because, surprise, she didn't know how to speak English.
Ele pensava mesmo que eu era uma das tradutoras, porque todo mundo que tava lá, os tradutores, eram tradutores, né? E não, actually, I think I told you, I'm a dentist today or something like this, yeah.
I just remember you said something enough for me to keep talking, and then you walked away. So I said, oh, that's interesting. So then we go on the boat and we do our normal mission trip, and as I said, I was just there for business, so to speak. I was there to do missions. I was there to do ministry. And I couldn't talk to you, really, normally, but I just felt drawn to you, which was strange because I don't know you, I don't know anything, but I really felt like there's something special about you. But it's weird to go to Brazil and just meet someone and say, hey, I want to date you. And in a matter of 8 or 9 days, by the time we got done with the trip.
But remember, you try all the time to be like around me.
I did.
Ele sempre tentava ficar perto de mim.
Whenever you were in your dental area pulling teeth, I wanted to be over there and watch you do that. And when we had our hours of downtime after ministry on the boat, I sat next to you and I tried to talk, and we even had a guy who, by God's grace, he had a Portuguese-English dictionary and books on learning Portuguese, and we had translators who helped me learn Portuguese. So I had like a Portuguese boot camp during that 8 days because I wanted to learn as much as I could so that we could actually talk. I remember that, and we sat.
That's not too easy, so we can't.
It was not easy.
Speak in Portuguese at all.
I remember we sat on the bench, the chairs, and I just was trying everything I could in my mind to figure out how to say something to you.
Remember who's the first person you talk about me? Something like you ask Pastor Eli or Flavio or someone? Because for me it was Pastor Eli's wife. Esqueci o nome dela.
That's who you talked to?
Yeah. But, and you. And
I talked to the other translators like Luigi and Flavio
Luigi
Yeah.
não was in the mission trip.
He was on the mission trip.
No, he's not. It's Fábio and Flávio. You are confused.
Oh, it wasn't Luigi. It was
No, it's Flávio. I think
Fabio
you
and Fabio.
Yeah, you don't remember a lot.
I remember he had glasses and he had short hair. The other.
Fábio. Yeah.
Oh, Fabio. Okay.
Okay.
I met Luigi
You
later.
don't.
I got the people confused. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just remember talking to the other translators because I couldn't talk to you, and so I talked to them and I said, "Hey, who is she?" But I did, yeah.
So how was your plan for after we finished the mission trip? Because we finished and we go to Manaus. A gente terminou a missão e voltou para Manaus.
So when we
So-
were in Manaus on the
yeah.
last day, I remember I wanted to try to be with you still. So normally we all are a group and we go to
We had a
everywhere
lunch.
together. We had dinner and then we went to a hotel and we went to the market and stuff. But I remember asking the leader of our trip if I could go with you. And so he told me, "Hey Kyle, you have the night to go with Ayla and the other translators people, remember?" And then we
Yeah, this
We went
happened
out.
in the dinner, right? So
After the dinner,
depois do nosso jantar, a gente queria tomar sorvete no Teatro Amazonas, ao redor do Teatro Amazonas, que é bem bonito, essa parte do centro de Manaus. E aí os outros tradutores, eu tava no meu carro, e aí todo mundo e ele veio comigo no carro, né? But everyone was there
Yes.
together. It's not just us.
No.
Everyone go.
But I was with you
In the
instead
end.
of with my group.
Yeah.
So that's what was special is it's like we always stay together, but I was allowed to go with you and the others, and that was special.
Okay, so I remember we spent time over there, walk together, and what was your feelings this time? I have one photo. A gente tem uma foto, vou colocar aqui pra vocês. Essa foi a primeira, that's our first photo we take together. And was weird because we actually
It was
don't
weird.
know each other. But
Yeah. No, I remember
so how you feel?
for me it was special because I didn't meet the church clean makeup city Ayla. I met the Ayla who wore
Not true.
normal clothes, not dress clothes, and didn't wear makeup and was sweaty and was working hard and she was tired because she was in the dentist
Ele tá
place
dizendo
the whole
que
day.
quando ele me conheceu tipo a Ayla normal, sem make-up, I don't know em português, sem maquiagem, com roupas normais, tipo calça, suada, trabalhando no ministério. And after this, you know how looks like it all, right?
Yeah.
Like a dress, a good dress, and
But that
makeup.
part was what hit me the most is because I didn't see you like for the first time on a date all special.
Yeah.
I saw you as like this is Ayla at her worst. Is like she, and you were
ele me
still
conheceu primeiro
amazing.
pior.
And you were beautiful to me. You were amazing and you were focused on your ministry and just your heart for
E no
everything.
dia do jantar, eu me arrumei toda.
It was
A gente
amazing
foi.
to me.
Eu e as meninas, a gente foi pra minha casa, a gente fez babyliss, eu coloquei maquiagem, coloquei um vestido bonito, salto e fui. Então eu tava, tipo, totalmente diferente. Quando ele me viu, ele levou um susto, ele falou, nossa, você tá muito bonita.
Because
Tava
every
diferente.
guy when they meet a girl, they have this thing in their mind of like she's great, but what about when she is not?
Yeah, and
This
you first met
and
me.
I first met you
That
with that
way.
of like
Yeah.
this is who she is, just normal, and I loved that.
Okay, and after this, you back here? You
I came
come
back. I
here?
came back,
And how was your feeling?
that was a very special 2 days because.
Depois disso, ele voltou pra cá, pros Estados Unidos.
Because the next 2 days after I got back, it was like God was guiding my footsteps to talk to different people because I would meet people and tell them about the trip, but tell them, hey, so I met a girl on the trip and I feel like I want a relationship with her to marry her. And then they heard me and they're like, cool,
right?
Go for it. And I was like, you're not supposed to say yes.
Então ele voltou pra cá e aí ele começou a falar sobre mim com algumas pessoas, né? Contar que ele tinha conhecido e tipo perguntar o que as pessoas achavam sobre isso. And
So
what people say? Some people say yes, go. Keep it
No,
going.
everybody said yes.
Yeah.
So I talked to probably like 5 people about it who...
You don't have no one say,
No?
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 Nice.
Yeah. And that's what God confirmed. Like, I didn't have anybody who said, Kyle, you're crazy, you're saying dumb stuff. Everybody was, sounds good. Go.
So okay, so when you come back here, so we start our
So then
real
I was
relationship,
talking on WhatsApp, and
Yeah.
we had a lot of really, really long,
Conversation,
deep
yeah.
conversations on WhatsApp.
Então,
Yeah.
quando ele voltou pra cá, foi que a gente começou a conversar mais, a se conhecer mais. So, remember what
I
happened?
remember I had a conversation with you where I had
So,
to be very serious and
was
say,
better?
hey, if we are going to keep talking, if we are going to do anything like a relationship, I need to say that I'm a pastor and my heart is to do pastor ministry.
No, you don't say you're a pastor the first time.
Not the very first
Yeah,
time,
no.
but I remember I
Yeah.
had to say a lot of important.
So that's
yeah,
what's important.
I remember because I had thought about that for me and others who are in ministry. I was like, I can't just go and date anyone if I'm a pastor because I need, that's an us thing. So I remember it was important to me to tell you, hey, I'm a pastor and I want to go start a church.
And the other side was important to me. And when you try to talk about this thing, I feel like, yes!
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
And that
important.
that was amazing because either you would say no and run away, or that was an answer to your prayers.
Porque o que a gente pensava antes, assim, um dos nossos maiores dificuldade de encontrar alguém bacana é que essa pessoa tivesse os mesmos princípios and the same faith, right?
Yes.
Mesmos princípios, a mesma fé.
So we had lots of doctrine, theology
Porque
discussions. It was good.
a gente conversou muito sobre doutrina, essas coisas de igreja, pra saber se era a mesma doutrina, se a gente acreditava nas mesmas coisas. Porque a gente sabe que um dia, se a gente viesse a ter filhos, casassem, isso ia implicar em muitos outros problemas. Então a gente já conversou desde o início. A gente tava nem namorando, a gente já conversou sobre tudo. E a gente, todos os nossos sonhos e princípios e ministério de trabalhar na igreja de Cristo, no ministério dele, sabe, era a mesma coisa. Então foi algo assim que nos fez, ok, let's go, keep going.
Because we both knew that what we believed as far as who God is and what's the purpose of this and how do you see this, we both knew that that needed to be the same. So it was funny to me when we were having those talks because you would ask me strong questions.
Yeah,
Like
because my
about
pastor
belief.
said that.
Yeah.
Meu pastor falava
like-
um monte de coisa pra me perguntar, entendeu? Pra me preparar.
It was
So, yeah.
amazing. I was like, she's asking fantastic
So,
questions.
what
It
do you
was
think
so good.
was the first time you
I knew that I loved you and wanted to
Yeah.
marry
or something?
you. I told you
Because we're
by
fast for you.
by the end of the trip, when I got back to the States, I had this idea in my mind that God led me to you to marry you. But obviously I didn't like love you because I didn't know you. But
The love comes after.
the love came in time as we kept talking and having those kinds of conversations. Knowing the depth of your relationship
Building
with God,
love, right?
yeah, and how seriously you took not just us but God in that relationship, and all of these things, that created in me this amazing love for who you are. And so I remember feeling the love building, but I still didn't know you. And so I talked to pastors and leaders that I know, and what they told me is as long as your goal in life, your passion, your
Meu
direction,
objetivo, minha paixão.
as long as that is the same, all
Se for
of
a
the other
mesma coisa.
personality things will come together. As long as our pursuit in life is the same. So
I
those
agree.
little things. And I said, well, then I love her.
So okay, so do you remember how many months you back to Brazil again? For
So I met you February 2016, and then I went back July.
July or June? June. Because July was you almost come.
It was at the end of June.
Então foi no final de junho. Foi.
Like July, August, September is when I was there.
Because in my birthday you was
Yes,
there.
I was
Okay.
there for your birthday.
So
I
you
remember.
spent 3 months over there.
I did.
So how was that?
I lost, I think, 15 pounds because I gained more muscle than I had ever gained in my life, and it was amazing.
And also because you
And then I
was,
didn't go to the gym for 3
Yeah,
months,
yeah.
so I lost all my muscle.
but it's not because you hate food, right?
Nope. And you loved me for being so big, and then
Yeah.
I became a scrawny guy.
Yeah.
So now I have to put more muscle on again.
But
I remember that.
what do you think about your experience to
I loved it. It
3
was
months
amazing.
in Brazil? Huh?
When
No, in
so
Brazil,
that's
in
that's
Manaus.
the other thing. So when I met you, I wasn't looking for you because I said, God, you called me to ministry. So when I finish this degree, I'm going to Asia and I'm just going to be Paul for the rest of my life.
How old are you?
And I remember
when
family and friends were praying against that. They said, God, don't send Kyle to the Middle East.
So how old are you when this happened? 30, right?
I was 30,
So, okay. So how was your experience in Manaus?
29, 30. Yeah. Oh, so I loved it because my view was still, okay, so now I'm getting married and I want to go overseas to do missions. So God has called me to marry you to live in Brazil. So I was viewing my 3 months with her in Brazil
Ele pensava que ele ia morar no
of
Brasil.
like, I want to live here and
Eu
start
quero morar
ministry
aqui
here.
e começar ministério aqui.
So I remember it was amazing because
So that's why you want to spend 3 months over there to know more about people, the
well,
language.
you were priority number one, but
Okay.
also because, yeah, I was like, if I'm going to marry you, that means I'm living in Brazil, which means I need to know the country and everything,
the culture.
the culture and the language. So I did. I remember loving being able to walk around in the streets and go to the grocery store and buy food and be able to speak in Portuguese to do that.
So
That was amazing.
yeah, so that's all
That was awesome.
another question I have for. So the best experience was that to walking alone in Brazil and try.
To have a sense of autonomy that I can be independent
Ter a
and
autonomia
function.
de ser
Oh,
independente no
it
Brasil.
was good.
Andar e comprar as coisas no supermercado.
Yep.
So you prefer that's your best experience, do you think?
No, being
Over
with
there?
you was the
No,
best.
I know, it's the best.
Okay.
But the other one to like
No, yes, that was
to know language.
because when we got to the end of the 3 months,
Mm-hmm.
remember? Then I made Ayla mad, and I hurt her feelings. I'm sorry.
Why?
I feel bad about that.
Why?
Because you remember, I was exhausted and I was tired and I was annoyed and I was uncomfortable and I'm like, I need to go home.
In the end, right?
And the
So,
very end.
no final, assim, quando já ia fazer 3 meses que ele tava lá, ele já tava se sentindo um pouco desgastado, sabe? Cansado, porque quando você vai para outro país, você já teve essa experiência, você sabe. Você vai para outro país, fala só a língua deles, você não sabe falar direito. E as pessoas não falam a sua língua, comida é diferente, tudo é diferente, você não tem autonomia de pegar um carro e dirigir. So all
So
this
I
thing,
did
yeah.
not have
Ele tava já
the ability to fully be independent.
Gente, Feliz Natal pra vocês. Feliz Natal, que vocês tenham um Natal abençoado, de muita paz com a família de vocês. Espero que vocês estejam com a família de vocês. Seja quem for a família de vocês, tá? E feliz ano novo, que o novo ano de vocês seja maravilhoso, que Jesus possa nascer no coração de vocês, se vocês não têm Jesus na vida de vocês. O outro advertisement que eu falo pra vocês é, gente, é maravilhoso quando você conhece Jesus de verdade, right? When we know Jesus
is the center
Truly,
of
yeah.
what we're doing and
E
why.
quando a gente coloca também Jesus no centro do nosso relacionamento, tanto de homem e mulher, quanto na nossa família. Na criação dos nossos filhos, no respeito ao próximo, respeitando a diferença dos outros. Quando você coloca Deus no centro da sua vida, gente, tudo melhora, tudo flui, você fica mais inteligente, você fica mais educado. E eu espero que Deus abençoe a vida de vocês como tem abençoado a minha. Obrigada a todo mundo que tem se inscrito no canal. Se você não é inscrito, se inscreva aqui nesse canal. E, gente, deixem like aí, me fala se vocês gostaram. Se vocês têm alguma pergunta, coloca aqui embaixo que a gente pode fazer um outro vídeo respondendo pra vocês. Right?
Obrigado, gente.
What do you want to say for them?
We want to say, keep God in the center of everything, of life, and that keeps it true. That's what we do.
Amém. Tchau.
Ciao.
What's a good one?